Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope you are doing fine and having a good day. So, let's get right down to it. Today, I'll be doing a comparative analysis between the crypto market and the stock market. So, as you can see, this is the page of different listed crypto assets on Binance. Similarly, if you go to a brokerage account, I have one on Saxo Bank. So, you'll be having a list of the stock assets. So before the while this opens, I'll straight away go to the website. So in case of an any listed stocks, you have a lot of rights. So as an investor in a listed stock, because you need to understand why the stock got listed in the first place. It is known as an IPO. So a company is making money. Now they want to expand. They don't have the money themselves. So they'll go and ask the government to give them the permission to raise money from the public. This is known as an initial public offering. Once this is done, the company is no longer private. A private company can not be asked a lot of questions about what they're doing, how they're making their money, and so once the company goes public, there's a lot of liability. They have to post their returns every 3 months. So that is known as a quarterly report. If you go to the website of any popular company, let's go to Tesla. So you open tesla.com, you see here, you go to the menu. Now, this is true for all. You can go to Apple, you can go to any listed stock, and you can go to their website. You'll see an investors relation column. So once you open this up, you'll see that the third quarter 2021 report is already out. You can download it, and once you open it, you can see that everything is given. You can see the revenue the company is making, the amount of cars they are selling. So automotive revenue, you can see that in the quarter 3 2020, the quarter 4 was much better here. And now you can see that the highlighted one is quarter 3 2021. They have increased their revenue. If you compare here that from last year quarter 3, they have almost doubled the revenue. So this is how you can find and compare. This comes out after every 3 months. So after every quarter, you can see what the company is doing with their cash, how they're investing. This is a very detailed report of profitability, of how the profit before tax, profit after tax, how much cash the company is holding. And for as Tesla is on an automobile company, you can see the deliveries they've made. So long story short, I'm trying to tell you here is once the company goes public, you have, if you are an investor, as an investor, you are basically a shareholder. So the amount of stocks you have represent your say in the company. So you have a lot of rights, and the government keeps a check on these companies because they are the ones who wanted money from the public. So now they have a lot of responsibility, and they need to post these returns, and you can follow them. Why am I telling you all this? Is because people think that, like they invest in the stock market, the similar things are happening in the crypto. Well, I don't see no quarterly coming out in the crypto market. So you need to understand the level of detail after every 3 months. If you go to this report, this is as detailed as you can imagine, and you need to invest yourself seriously to even understand most of these terms. What does cash flow mean? What does earning before tax, earning after tax, what does the margins mean, what is the net income, what is the gross profit, the net margin? So these are all very complicated terms, and you need to have there is a slight bit of a learning curve to understand the balance sheet of any listed company. Well, coming over to the crypto market now, I am an investor in crypto. I love crypto, but you need to understand that the way you will be dealing with the crypto market is very, very different from what you'll be doing in the stock market, because there are no protections here. This market isn't regulated. So, and then the way to assess a crypto asset is absolutely different from what you will do from a regular stock. So let's open Solana here. So, Solana, do you think a quarterly is coming out? I don't think so. So, how should I not invest in it? I would. I personally invest. So, how can I advise you not to do it? I'll just advise that it is very risky as compared to the stock market. The risk and the responsibility is all on you. In the stock market, the risk is catered by a lot of factors. Over here, the risk is and the responsibility lies solely on you. So make sure you do the requisite amount of research, you invest yourself, and then you invest your money. So after research, you'll need to understand that if you go over to the info, this is the market cap, the circulation supply. So it is very different to the methodology to assess a crypto asset is very different. What I'm trying to tell you over here is there is on-chain data. There are some Twitter accounts which are doing an exceptional job, like Plan B and Willy Woo. They give out the on-chain data specifically of Bitcoin. And for Bitcoin, as you know, the number of coins are 21 million. When people are selling, when they are buying, what does the on-chain data indicate? What is the stock to flow model? All these things give you a lot of clarity regarding where the market is going, what will happen. Like for Ethereum, as you know, a big change has happened with EIP 1559 and with the burning process. Similarly, with the Binance coin, you know there's a burning process happening in every quarter. So, the point I would like to bring home is invest yourself and understand the difference between investing in the stock market and the crypto market. If you are an expert in one, does not mean you are an expert in the other, but understanding of both these markets will make you a much better seasoned investor instead of just playing in one. So you need to understand, so what are the advantages that the crypto market has over the stock market? Let me show you some data. So, in case you want to study the on-chain data, ARK Invest, you know, it's a firm run by Kathy Wood. You need to follow her. She's extremely smart. She's always ahead of the curve. First to invest in Tesla, then finding Bitcoin. She has an amazing team. And Yasin Al Elmandra is a crazy intelligent guy, and he is following Bitcoin, and he is a proponent of Bitcoin. So you need to go through what he puts up and try to understand what he means by the fundamental analysis of a crypto asset. What does on chain data mean and what it indicates? So, this is basically, if you go through this, you'll be able to understand that what Yasin is trying to say. And these sort of factors are not available in the stock market. So you cannot assess the on chain data. You don't know what is happening behind the scenes. In crypto, there is a lot of transparency. There is not regulation, but there is a lot of transparency once it comes to the on chain data. Each and every transaction is public, each and every transaction is being tracked. You can just put in a wallet address of any any account on the planet and you'll get to know where did the funds come from, what was the size of the transaction, where did the funds go to, and it is open to public, unlike the stock market. Then you can do certain amount of programming on the smart contract. Like Ethereum, you can see there are contracts being launched, and with the contract you can unlock certain things. You can put certain things in the contract which you cannot do in a regular stock. So to finish it off and to summarize it all, there are advantages of buying or investing in the stock of a company like Tesla by the quarterly reports coming out, the government protection, the regulation that is in place. So, and then the risk is limited, but also the gain as is not as insane as there is in the crypto market. Coming over to the crypto market, the regulation isn't there, The quarterly reports are not coming out. You don't know what the people behind the project are doing behind the scenes. They are not bound to tell you. The government cannot force them to tell you. But at the same time, there is on-chain data available. There are smart contracts that can be launched, which is a crazy sweet edge over just a regular stock that just sits there as a passive investment. So make sure uh, to invest yourself and do the right amount of research so that you can be a learned, more seasoned investor after a year or two of investing yourself. So I won't say that don't invest your money right now till the time you haven't like learned about these things. You have to you can start with little amounts, go through dollar cost averaging. I'll be doing a video on dollar cost averaging as well. So these were my 2 cents for today. And the market, as I predicted, watch my previous video. Mana is doing insane. The metaverse coin is rising. So you gotta subscribe and like and share the content if you like the content. So that's how you can support my channel. I've recently started, so when I get time off, I try to make these videos so that you and I can together make it. So cheers and enjoy, Johnny. Take care.